Sziasztok, sziasztok, sziasztok. Sziasztok, sziasztok. Kicsit távolabb teszem a kamerát, lehessen valamit látni. Sziasztok. Van chatting. Van chatting. Jó. Na sziasztok, ahogy láthatjátok, a címből olvashatjátok, hogy ma folytatjuk a karrier módnak a harmadik részét, és a Barcelonával természetesen mi mással. Indítsuk is a Pro Evolution Zuckert. Leveszik a hangot, ne legyen nagyon hangos. És most nem lesz zene, mert Barca meccs van. 2-0-ra vezet a Barca. Ez tökéletes élőadás Barcelona karriermód és élőadás Barcelona meccs. Így kell időzíteni. De hogy én már múlt héten már tudtam, hogy ez. Na, azért. Tennék én zenét, csak nem tudom, ha vége lesz a meccsnek, akkor teszünk egy kis jófajta zenét. De addig jó lesz egy zene nélkül. Nézzük, hogy vagyunk látszólag egyáltalán. És most nem kezdünk újat kivételesen, mert ugye a Twitch-en, holnap Twitch-en lesz a PSG folytatása. Dortmundot egyedileg csinálva is videón kívül. És jön az FC Barcelona. Most lesz. Hogy hívják? Rozinho, tényleg, ő is itt van, nem kell megijedni, nincs itt. Ő is itt van. Itt jön. Jött egy Alexia. Alex, oda nőszi helyére. Állítgatok egy kicsit a kezdőn. Jött Samper. És coach módot fogjuk használni, és nem fogunk itt szimulálni. Nem szimulálni. Tehát el kellene. Jó van, most a Barca vezet 2-0-ra, nem pedig a Sevilla.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello Peter and hello to everyone watching. For me it's a real thrill to be here.
Tegnaptól van a tévében zenebutik, Gondoltam, azt fogjuk hallgatni, a vége van a meccsnek, de nem fogunk zenebutikokat
And we're
hallgatni.
underway.
Fási Ádám meg barátai. Nagy
Jordi Alba.
duetteztok, meg ilyenek. Nincs bajom a nagy duettel, de...
Luis Suarez.
de azért
Passes
ne
it
ezenek
through.
csatornán, ne ilyen
How
TikTokokat
about it?
adjanak, és már gól!
Goal! Barcelona!
Go Barcelona!
And the game springs instantly to life.
I just think he showed a lovely
Oh,
appreciation
man,
of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he
Go
broke the offside
Dembele.
trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
Barcelona go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Out again for a throw-in.
No. Vége van az első félidőnek. Amúgy
Aim
a
forward.
Sport 1-en tudjátok megtekinteni ezt a meccset.
Out of play for a throw.
Akit érdekel, a nézőben. Na mindegy. Rájöttem, hogy úgy nincs
Ball's
semmi
out on the
értelme,
left
hogy
now.
karriermódot úgy csinálni, hogy
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
másik YouTube-on, amúgy Twitch-en, jobb felsőben.
Referee has resisted the
Betul
temptation to
kok,
go to his
betul
pocket.
kok,
It's just a stern lecture.
Hajó. Mindegy, valahol ott van. Jó van, na. A Chelsea-t csináltam úgy, hogy egyik rész Twitch-en, másik rész YouTube-on. Rájöttem, hogy ennek nincs semmi értelme. Inkább 2 karriermódot csinálok, de ne passzolj már. Na. 2 karriermódot csinálok. Twitch-en láthatjátok.
They scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0.
Megint elkövettem azt a hibát, hogy elindítottam Twitch-en egy live-ot.
Paulinho.
Most YouTube-ra kellett.
Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Lovely feet. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Gets it back. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger.
Egyedül csinálok. Dortmund, ott az olasz ligában jelentkeztem, de ott onnan szépen kirúgtak, azt mentem a Serie B-be.
Point blank header!
És majdnem gólt.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Now the pass. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Barcelona are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Barcelona grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, the idea was crafty, but the weight of the pass was just a little light.
There's some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it.
PSG live-ot, annak egy kis összefoglaló.
Jordi Alba.
Ugye nem kezdőre tettem, vagy amatőr. Mindegy, amatőrre tettem a legvégén. Akkor többször kikaptunk. Rájöttem, hogy azért nem tettem át kezdő, vagy amatőr. Mindegy, nem tudom melyikre akartam, de nem tettem
that'll be the final action of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona now have a decision to make. Do they look to add to their 2 goals, or will they be confident of defending them? They just need to be clear about their second half intentions. That's important.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. It's a throw-in.
Azt hittem cserél. Hányan szenvedtek itt vele? Senki. Megint szét fog minket kapcsolni.
That'll be a throw. Tries to switch the play. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead?
Mondjuk a Twitchnek is megvannak a maga előnyei, de például a hátrányai az, hogyha mondjuk szétkapcsol, akkor
that's gone a long way up and away.
Live-ot itt meg nem.
Forward it goes.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Jó lesz ott, úgyis kupa meccs van.
Deftly done. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Valaki ott fáradt, nem Dembélé már fáradt.
Has a hit!
Cserélni kéne, csak állam úgy van, hogy a cserét azt ki kell érdemelni.
Shapes the shoots!
Ennyi.
More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Egy következő live-ban olyat is kiteszek, nem csak hogy kövess be Twitch-en, hanem hogy iratkozz fel. És akkor már ultra menő leszek. Na, ha már első fél időben ennyit beszéltünk róla, akkor jöjjön egy Rakitic. Szemedó hely. Dennis már fárad. Szemedó. Mindegy. A Szemedó hely.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Rakitic battles to win it back. Who's going to make this theirs? Paulinho. Rakitic cuts it out.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Suarez.
There is the genius of Luis Suarez! Ruthless and relentless, utterly rampant. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Na jöjjön Samper. Denniszt hagyjuk, mert nem játszik rosszul. Jöjjön egy Samper Pau helyére.
Barcelona look as though they're about to make a change.
Yeah, I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Pushes it out wide. Iniesta.
Na, Iniesta már fárad.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Suárez is fárad.
Looks to slip it through.
Én most nem cserélek. Bármi történik. Jó, ez a 4-0 megfelel. Nincs velünk semmi baj.
And time is up. 1 foot firmly in the next round. Victory away from home. Home comforts to come. Much of the job is done. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona gave themselves a dream start in this by scoring with their first attempt. You know, it served as a huge...
Dembélé és Suárez duplával nyertik az első fordulót. Na, vagy Getafe, vagy Granada ellen jöhet. André Gómez 80-as lett. Köszönjük szépen az information. Aztán jön egy Besiktas elleni, ami a mérkőzés, amit nyerni kéne. Én André Gómez. Lehet majd jön Messi is, de őt most a kupában nem akarom játszani. De elején. Én egy Messi nélkül szeretném ezt végig. Mármint a kupába úgy döntöttem, hogy max a döntőbe, de amúgy Messit nem szeretném a kupába használni. A ligában a góllövő listán Benzema a harmadik, ezen súlyosan változtatni kell.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Attól függ, hogy meddig megyünk. Ha végzek valamelyikkel, akkor el akarok kezdeni egy Road to Glory-t. Nem tudnám, mi az a Road to Glory. Lényegében az, hogy egy másodosztályban lévő csapatban elkezdünk egy karrier módot.
Barcelona are back home having earned a lead in the away leg, and even with this game to play, they would seem to have a lead sufficient to carry them through. Goes for goal! That is wayward.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be a far greater quality to beat the keeper from there. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
YouTube-on írjátok be, hogy Road to Gloria. Jó lesz. Sok ilyen videó van, én is innen kaptam az ötletet. Valószínűleg a másodosztályba fogok, mert ott vannak a
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Danger averted for now. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Most igazából nem baj, hogy ilyen döntetlent játszunk, vagy akár 1-2-0-ra ki is kapunk. Igazából ez már visszahozhatatlan ezeknek a csókáknak.
Rakitic demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And it's Luis Suarez.
Rakitic.
Luis Suarez, thrust towards the front line. Looks like a good ball through. And he's whipped it in low. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot.
No.
Barcelona have been awarded a penalty. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What? 11-es Suarez.
And he's buried it! 1-0! That's as calm as you like.
You could feel the tension as he stepped up to take that, but it didn't bother him, and he tucked it away perfectly.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Plays it over to the other flank. Vermaelen. Gomez. Now the pass. Can he put it away? It's there!
Dembele.
Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Aimed long and direct. Now here's the through ball. I've managed to get it away. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Real chance! And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. They are rampant! And they are disappearing out of sight! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Pumps it upfield. Digne. And it's Luis Suarez. Gomez. Luis Suarez passes it through. He's got it on the right now. What's on?
Összesítésben már 7-0-ra vezet a csapat.
Vermaelen tries to stroke it through.
Ez a Copa del Rey, ez arra szolgál,
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
A játékosokat.
Gomez tries lifting it over. Tries one! What about it? And already they're looking to run away with it. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Barcelona are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Barcelona pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And the second half gets underway. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Gomez. Rakitic.
Rotáljuk a csapatot.
Rakitic gets it back. Looks to slip it through.
Dembélé már fárad. Ez nem jelent jót feltétlenül.
Umtiti gets into the right position to intercept.
Umtiti, hanem hogy Titi.
Looks like a good ball through.
Már nem éred el, fiú.
And he's there to hoof it away. It's a throw-in. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. And it's for Marlon. Gomez with the ball through. Shapes the shoot! And he steered it beyond the post.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Most Sergi Roberto jöjjön, vagy Denis Suarez? Jöjjön Denis Suarez. Fermán. Fáradt pedig alig ért labdához.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, I just think that's really good management. Introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off. Just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
That is a poor kick by the keeper. Been intercepted. Tries a through ball. Gets on the end of it. They've scored!
Ahogy kell.
And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
4 in the game. He is the man. Barcelona totally rampant here.
Én úgy mondom, azt mondom. Jöjjön most Sergio. Egy Alenya helyére. Alenya fárad. Én meg egy arra is jöhetek, a Kupa Deréj, offenív már kezdték.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's still going. Where to next?
Mire képesek.
Spoon forward. Demanding a quick ball here. A long ball, but not especially accurate.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Nem baj, nem lőzgól, már meccsembere vagy. Nagyon ne lőd mellé, az a lényeg. Na nézzünk még egy cserét. Utolsó jöjjön, akkor így Alcácer, ha már fárad Dembélé.
Barcelona have decided now is the time to make their final change.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Nem is baj, ha jön egy Paku. Gyorsabban is cserélhetnének. És 15 percet kap Paco. Amíg úgy gondolom, hogy világvegváltáshoz nem elég,
try something new.
Ahhoz, hogy lőj gólt, ahhoz elég bőven.
Digne. Who's going to make this theirs?
Suárez elfáradt.
Alcacer plays it out to the wing. Gomez. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Valami történt. Egy Alcacer. Kicsit önzőek,
A chance! He's off on a marauding run. There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Csak azért, hogy feljön cserébe, aztán mindegy, hát gólpassz lett belőle.
Pushes it out wide. He's made sure that won't get through.
Kiderült, hogy meg lehet nézni. Mit műveltél? 6-0.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Rakitic tries to get it forward quickly. Now the pass. Luis Suarez looking to get on the end of this.
Akkor lett volna. Itt fogja.
So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona have done it again. Another step towards glory. Still a fair way to go. Your reflections then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball. Doing the ugly stuff, that's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
Beírta. Nem írta be, pedig milyen jó lett volna ma. De nem írta be. Alcacernek a gólpaszt. 10-0. Granada ellen lesz a következő. Real Madrid Levante ellen. Atletico Madrid Eibar. Valami nagy Sevilla. Deportivo és Espanyol Valencia. Oksa. Fejlődött valaki? Nem. Besiktas. Ezért jöttünk ide. Erre készültünk a mai nap. Kicsit bevágoltam. Nézzük, kiket ajánl. Ott a Sanyi. Ő nem kéne. Ő se kellene. Ronaldóval is az a baj, hogy már öreg. Verratti nem lenne olyan rossz. Amíg itt lesz télen, megpróbálkozunk Verrattival. Salah se lenne rossz. De inkább Verratti. Kiki kihagyta. Nekem itt sántít valami. Hát jó. Az biztos, hogy Zsordiába jön. Tehát, hogy Zsordiába fog. Sergi Roberto is jöhet tőle. Jön egy Paulinho is. Pedig egy tenisz. Így ez lesz. És valószínű Coutinho majd a második félidőbe jöhet. És itt tovább Camp Nou. Itt a formáció. Aha. Nézzük, mennyien vagyunk.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have Barcelona against Besiktas. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Pepe may well need to be at his...
Messi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Pepe. Igen, az öreg Pepe barátunkat áttettük a
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Odavaló.
Iniesta. Paulinho. Piqué. Paulinho. Iniesta. Roberto. Now the pass. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Oh, chance here! No mistake! Barcelona are in front!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Lepasszolja Messinek. Ez szép volt.
Barcelona go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Messi hits it! And that is wayward.
Messi. Ez se volt rossz. De azért Szemedónál jobbat várnék tőled.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. Luis Suarez, and it's Roberto. Roberto passes it through, and he's whipped it in low.
Valaki lője már be.
Defence has got rid of that. It's a goal! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Barcelona get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Negredo. Paulinho does well to read it and intercepts. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. And it's Messi. Chip through. He'll have a dip! And he's there to make a great save.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Messi. Szemedó, hogy tényleg nagyon bizonyítási vágya van a srácnak.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Looks like a good ball through. Barcelona get it back again. How about it? And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. Floats one over. A chance! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt!
Barcelona are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's the clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Barcelona take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Aimed long and direct. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. And just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we're off again.
Vida. Paulinho.
Messi. Looks to thread it through. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, you can sense they're really going for it now. This is gung-ho, and only a goal will do for them.
Hozzunk egy cserét, mégpedig André Gomest néztem itt magamnak. Jön egy Szemedó helyett.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Ó, Istenem. Legalább lőtt egy gólt.
Vida. Hand back to base. Gets it upfield. And he's made certain that won't get through. Paulinho. Piqué. Gomez. Vermaelen. Roberto. Iniesta. Messi. With a long pass out wide. Adriano battles to win it back. Lens.
A Barszának 37 meccsen keresztül. És nagyon csúnya lenne, ha most kikapna. Vagy hát döntetlen.
And it's Lens.
Nem kaphat ki, de döntetlen még simán lehet.
Barcelona may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available.
Nem vereség.
This could fall anywhere!
Nem vereség, ezért megdőlne.
Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Gets it back. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Jordi Alba. Messi goes long. Jordi Alba. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Nicely controlled. Iniesta. No mistake!
Iniesta
They are running riot here! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Besiktas have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Most Alanyát akartam felhozni, de azt mondom, jöjjön egy Samper. Paulinho helyére. Iniesta most nem nagyon akarom őt cserélni. Jöjjön egy Samper.
Kavlak. Tries the route one option. Messi.
Hoppá, még egy 11-es.
Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Vajon ki, biztos Messi fogja lőni, de azért
listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Vajon, hogy kell? Így, hogy lehet visszamenni? Mindegy. Felrúgják ott nagyban.
Looks to slip it through.
Még Messi
And that'll go straight through to the keeper.
Érdekes, mindenféleképpen érdekes. Csak hát nyilván nem igaz.
That's a throw.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Long and high towards the flank.
Hoppá, már megint.
Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Iniesta, a scorer already in the game. Roberto. Luis Suarez with the ball through. He's slid it through. The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, a great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think when we look back at that, the early goal proved so decisive. I think scoring when they did just gave them that element of control and confidence, and that proved key.
Dembélé lett a meccsember egy nyilvánvalóan. Las Palmas, nem figyelek oda pár percre, aztán jön a Las Palmas. Mik vannak itt? Mik vannak itt? Aztán jön egy Valencia, meg egy Sevilla. De jó. Nem Sevillával kezdtük, vagy ez csak ilyen év? Ja, az csak Super Cup volt. Tényleg. Ott van Paco. Jöjjön Denis helyére. Jöjjön Alanya kezdőbe. Iniesta helyére. És jöjjön egy Busquets is, Memére. Ő meg így Rakitic helyére, tehát középpályát így van, kicseréltük. Nézzük meg Umtiti mit tud. Mondom, Umtiti mit tud. Középpályán. Ez egy kis sort. Ilyen, hát a kispad, a bizonyos kispad. Suárez jön a cserepadra, és ez lesz egy kis jó kis keretünk a Las Palmas ellen az első, a mai live-ban az első bajnoki meccs. Így néz ki a kezdő felállás. Hello, Rodinho!
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Nézzük, mit tud a Las Palmas idegenben a Barcelona ellen.
And that gets things running.
Kisrazi.
Now the pass.
Kisrazinho.
Now it's Messi. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Jonathan Vieira.
Great leap! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success. It's been such a positive start. I think the next step has to involve tucking one away.
Now it's Messi. Messi passes it through.
Goal!
Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Barcelona take the early advantage. Sergio Busquets. Piqué. Oh, well played, he saw that coming.
No. Jön Dembele. Úgy van, azt hittem, hogy ma nem neki.
Has a pop! That comes as a mighty relief.
Nem hibáztatom, hisz nem vagyok focista, azt már elmondtam, hogy csak akkor hibáztatok valakit valamiben, hogyha én is jó vagyok, hogyha én jobb vagyok nála, de nem hibáztatok senkit.
Elsa!
Fociról van szó, még nem tudok abszolút focizni. Vagy hát nem abszolút, mert amúgy...
Battles to win it back. Piqué demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And it's Alcacer. Paulinho.
Paulinho.
Tries a through ball. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Messi. Alcacer. Looks like a good ball through. Going for goal! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Jordi Alba. Now it's Alcacer. Looks to slip it through. Shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Alcacer with the ball through. Oh, wonderful, wonderful! Lionel Messi! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Barcelona grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
He's had a go! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
Tries a through ball. Chance! Elzar can hoist it clear. Umtiti. Looks like a good ball through. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Referee's given a throw.
Azt hittem megadja. Azt hittem jó fej lesz. Na.
Messi passes it through. Now here's the through ball. Timely intervention. Keeper's got good distance on that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, the idea was crafty, but the weight of the pass was just a little light.
Looks to dink one in. A chance! Turns and goes back.
Paulinho.
Pumps it upfield. And he's made certain that won't get through.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only...
They are rampant! And surely that settles it! Messi versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more.
Jön egy Fermán, nem? Nem szívesen. Fermán. Busquets alig ért labdához. Konkrétan egyszer se. Jöjjön. Permanent Busquets csere.
Barcelona have a sub ready to come on.
Úgy gondolom, ez nem volt annyira szükséges csere, de mindenki kapjon lehetőséget, hiszen ez ilyen úgymond lényegtelen, mert a Las Palmas az egy gyenge csapat.
Oh, they can break here.
Tényleg úgy lehetne Road to Glory, hogy nem az lényeg, hogy feljuss, hanem azt, hogy mondjuk Las Palmas, ha már itt van a példa, bejuss a BL-be.
And it's on Titi.
És akkor sikerül a challenge, ha bejutsz a BL-be.
Nicely controlled. And he's cut it out. Gets good distance on it.
Akkor nem sikerül.
Titi.
Legalább a nézők végigizgulhatnak.
Now the pass.
Vajon sikerül a challenge?
What about it?
Messi meg talált egy kis
ruthless and relentless, utterly rampant.
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside, and I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Kinéztem Sergi Sampert, de Messi Mester 3-ast rugott a valóságba. Na, André Gomez, Paulinho, csak közben elbambultam, mert
Barcelona look as though they're about to make a change.
Yeah, I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Most meg azt mondja a Leganas,
pushes it out wide.
kapusa, hogy Messi lesen volt, tehát érvénytelen
Some
volt,
astute defending to ensure they got no further.
egyáltalán nem. Nem volt lesen.
Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, better late than never, Peter, although it may not apply in this case after a hat-trick.
Itt a játékban mit tud?
Big chance!
Jó messze volt.
Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
It so nearly came off for him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Nem lett volna szépen megy. Nyújtom a lábomat. De legalább volt már egy kapura.
Jordi Alba. Alcacer. Thrust towards the front line. Heave to the back post. Firmly met. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Hogy mibe. És Umtiti fellökött. Zsönetem Vieirát.
Clears it out of harm's way. He's made sure that that won't get through. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's making good use. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Jó, majdnem gólt lőttek a A Liga meg a Liga, ez nem ugyan. A Liga az a francia liga, a Liga meg ez a csapat.
He's trying the shot. It's a loose ball.
Dávid Simon.
And it's Emenike. Emenike! He's put his foot right through that one.
Most hát az. Énike. Nike. Én Nike. Én Nike. Te Adidas. Én Puma.
Gomez.
Nike cipő.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Adidas cipő 1500. Minden 1500.
And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona kept such a high defensive line and squeezed the game with really good pressure on the ball.
Athletic Bilbao is 4-0-ra győzött. Na, Espanyol és a Real Madrid meg az Atletico Madrid járt még BL-esnek, Európa Ligásnak az Eibar, Valencia és Sevilla. Kieső helyen van viszont Osasuna, Granada és Alaves. Amúgy már áttettem a Granadát, Osasunát meg mi a harmadik? Sporting, csak azt nem tudom hol van. Sporting, ja, ott van 10. helyen. Őt már áttettem, csak ugye már hamarabb kezdtem el a karrier módot. De belé 82-es lett. Nézzük a National Team Squad. Mennyi embert hívtak meg a National Team Squadba? 10 játékos mehet a National Player státusz. És az Atletico Madridnak is 21 pontja van, tehát azt jelenti, hogy ő is mindent eddig megnyert. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, több mint 10, na mindegy. Spain, csomó, na Spanyolba meghívták Iniesta, Busquets, Jordiába Piqué, Horvátba Rakitic, Messi, Argentinba Suárez, Uruguay, Dembélé és Digne, Francia, André Gomes, Portugál, Sziasztok, Holland és Vermaelen, Belgium. Ennek mindenféleképpen előtt. Atletico Madrid is eddig mind a 7 meccsét megnyerte. És csak a jobb gólkülönbség miatt vagyunk itt. Na, Coutinho hát ha játszani fog. Megcsináltam a Valenciát is. Csak hogy jó legyen. Alex Vidal jöhet. Semino. André Gomes. Iniesta. Denis Suárez. Jöhet egy Busquets helyére. Vége van a meccsnek, 3-1-re nyert a Barca. Jaj. Szemedó. Na, Szilasztán lesz a kapus, most vettem észre, hogy Dembélé most kihagyja. Így fog kinézni a csapatunk. Szilasztánnal a kapuba. Nézzük el. Nagyon jó ezt a felállásokat meglösni. Na, én azt mondom még ezt tőled, kapcsolok zönét. Nem lehet kopira.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter and hello to everyone watching. For me it's a real thrill to be here.
So it's away we go then. What a throw in. Barcelona have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
Well, I think team spirit. I think it's something that often gets overlooked, but this team has it in abundance. There's an unselfishness about them. They work for each other, and then some.
Chance to shoot! He's missed, but not by that far. Great leap! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close. Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
Rakitic tries running with the ball at his feet. And he's done it!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Rakitic, Luis Suarez. How about it? Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Barcelona grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Shapes to shoot. That was a matter of inches.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
And it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo passes it through. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it. And he was through.
Oh, glorious footwork! Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Messi goes short. In for a header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, one moment there was a little bit of space, Peter, they could have worked with, but the next it was shut down, and it was shut down extremely well.
Rakitic, a scorer already in the game. Gomez picks it up from the goal kick. Luis Suarez gets it back. Spoon forward. Rodrigo. Gaia looking for options. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Gabriel. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Gaia did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Umtiti goes long and forward. Played out to the right. Coutinho shapes the shoots. More and more and more and more. They are running riot. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive.
And we've reached half-time.
It's looking very much like game, set and match. A half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. And just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Barcelona very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Barcelona turned on the style in their last outing. The fans will want more of that. Piqué charges in. Out again for a throw-in. Gets up to head it! He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
Well, you can sense they're really going for it now. This is gung-ho, and only a goal will do for them.
Piqué. Gomez. Piqué. Gomez. Out wide to the right. And it's Gomez. Looks to dink one in. Coutinho. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Paulinho. Dennis. Eljött. És nem az a tét, hogy megnyerjük, hanem az, hogy minél több gólt rúgjunk, hogy megelőzzük az Atletico Madridot.
It's a loose ball.
Nincs hától senki, de odaértek a srácok időben. Nem kell emiatt aggódni.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind?
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And the finish!
Ott van.
They've done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Sergi Roberto. A Barca mindenese, úgy tartják számon a mai nap, hogy a Barca mindenese. Érkezzen Coutinho helyére. Coutinho a mai nap jól játszott, nem mondom, de
Barcelona have a sub ready to come on.
A csapathoz. Így érkezik.
Enzo Perez.
Sergio Robert.
Luis Suarez battles to win it back.
Aha.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Hoppacska, adta szabálytalanság.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Ez csak ilyen szóbeli figyelmeztetés a kopasztól.
And out to safety. Roberto. Floats one over. Messi. It's come loose. Zaza. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Paulinho. Loose ball, who's going to get there? It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
It's a long forward pass. Tries a through ball. Messi! Oh, denied at the last.
Probably not his best option. I think goalkeepers are normally happy for players to have a go from there.
It so nearly came off for him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Paulinho. Messi. Rakitic. Luis Suarez. Rakitic. Can he score? Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Well, surely that completes the demolition, if it hadn't occurred already.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a
And that's it. Barcelona enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back...
1-0-ra győzött ez nekünk. 3 pont, de nekik. Valencia, Villarreal feljött a Deportivo La Coruña helyére. És a Leganés Granada Alaves 3-as a tabella alján. Sevilla ellen. Ez se lesz könnyű. Mielőtt valaki azt hinni. Ronaldo jött fel a góllövő lista a 3. helyére. Na, Ortolát tette be a kapuba. Gangnam Style. Már csak ezt hívnám. Gangnam Style. Dözzál már helyet. De jó, ezt itt hagyjuk. Azt gondolom, hogy ott kificcen egy El Clasico. Én azt gondolom, hogy játsszuk le ezt a Besiktas ellenit, meg a meg a El Clasicót, Besiktas elleni miatt ma bajnok.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Sevilla.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm going to say Jesus Navas, because while so many wingers operate on their unnatural side these days, he's like a throwback to the past, plays on his natural flank, and he likes to supply others with his pace and trickery in getting to the byline, and he is a very good crosser on his day.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Coutinho with the ball through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. There is the genius of Luis Suarez.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
Barcelona take the early advantage. And it's Navas. Oh, glorious footwork! That'll be a throw-in. Ball is over the line. Barcelona are still boasting a perfect record with a quarter of the season gone.
And I'm thoroughly enjoying the run. For me, they're the best team in the league so far. They've set a standard that'll be hard to maintain, but what a fantastic start for them.
Now the pass. Is it in? Loose ball, who's going to get there? That's a promising run he's making on the right. So what now? Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Konoplyanka going full tilt down the left. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Philippe Coutinho floats one over. Really well taken goal. Two up and threatening to pull clear.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Barcelona grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Barcelona are in control here on the brink of half-time. There's some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. There will be a throw-in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Sergio Busquets tries to get it forward quickly. Tries a through ball. A chance! He's away! And more and more and more!
Alex Vidal.
Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right?
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
It's looking very much like game, set and match, a half of ruthless endeavour with a thirst for more. And just in case you think this is bias on my part, it isn't. This is fact.
Barcelona are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. He's done well to tidy up the situation. And he's on his way! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick.
Champer. Puszki helyére. Bye.
Barcelona have a sub ready to come on.
Bye.
Carrizo with a delicate ball. Luis Suarez positions himself well and cuts it out. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Jordi Alba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barcelona have played a lot of games just lately. Squad rotation or tinkering start to become prevalent at times like this.
Absolutely. I think nowadays the science that goes on behind the scenes can tell a manager who's in the best shape, so he can use that information now to juggle his squad.
De, zavar. Figyeljünk, mert cseréljük kell. Mindig náluk van többet a labda. Ez is olyan elszomorító. Még... Touch me.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Ne felejtsétek el télen szólni, hogy Ortolának állítsuk át a messzámat. A csapatok álligatásánál az elmaradt. Touch me.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Touch me, yeah. Touch me. Touch me, yeah.
Nzonzi.
Most kellett volna egy szép kapáslövés.
Coutinho. Barcelona still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute.
Ja, már tudom, melyik csapat ellen kaptam ki a PSG-vel.
Big chance! They've done it! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Összejött a gól. PSG a Twitch.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Sporting ellen kaptam ki 2-1 talán.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
És jöjjön Messi. Az utánozhatatlan. Alex Vidal szép. Jó volt ez a meccs, de na, itt láthatódik, hogy Facebookon, Twitter, Instán és YouTube-on is elérhető a FC Barcelona webet.
Deli was the brains behind the equalizer in their previous
igen,
game.
előttük az összes cserét, tehát 20 percet kap Messzó is, hogy megváltsa a világot.
Gomez, and it's Messi. Oh, good
Ó,
interception.
megakadt Pistibe. Suarez is megakadt Pistibe.
It's come loose. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Kácsú.
Gomez. Vermaelen. Who's going to make this theirs? Messi. Vermaelen. Gomez, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident.
Kácsú.
5 minutes left on the clock.
Arra kell összpontosítani,
Jesus
hogy
Navas.
a Atletico Madrid ne nyerjen. Vagy hát tőlem nyer.
Nzonzi. This is quite a run and he's not done yet.
Úgy néz ki, hogy ebben a ligában csak a licenszelt csapatok szerepel.
Gomez.
Akkor Espanyol talán.
And time is up. Barcelona, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Messi csak 5,5-ös érték.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim.
4-0-ra győzött az Atletico Madrid. A Európa és a Bajnokok Ligájában nem történt semmi, de viszont feljött az eleves. Lehagyott. Ebben a hónapban Messi és Dembélé lőtték a legtöbbet, 10. 7 győzelem és 0 döntetlen. Messi adta a legtöbb gólpaszt, 7-et, Alenya 5-öt, Coutinho 4-et, Coutinho. Összesítésbe a ratingek, Dembélé 8.2, Suarez 7.8, és Messinek ez az 5.5-ös most lehúzta 7.7-esre. A 7 csapat, ott van Semedo, Jordi Alba, Alenya is ott van, ami viszont meglepő, hiszen ő egy akadémista. Suarez és Messi. I like it. Mi van, mi retro nap van, vagy mi van? Most jön a Besiktas. Márkízió. Nem kell. Handanovic. Nem lenne rossz, de nem kell. Pogba. Ő nem lenne rossz. Aha. Baby, I like it. I never know I like it. Alcázar jön. Alcázar. Ilyen Suarez eljött. Dembélé is jöhet. Nem jön Suarez. Vagy pont az, hogy jön. Baby, I like it. Umtiti most nem fogják. Nézzük így mit tud. Na, a góllövő listán a spanyol ligában már csak Barszás van. Messi, Dembélé és eltűnt. Messi, Dembélé és Suárez volt a harmadik, aki esetleg nem látta volna. Már nem itt valakit érdekelni. Love that baby. Mami, fiesta, camina.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge and we will be underway. And our live game is Besiktas against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Plays a clever pass. And, oh, that's too long. Jordi Alba. Alcacer. And it's Negredo. Sergio Busquets battles to win it back.
Gina G.
Iniesta looks to slip it through. He's through. Surely. And he's on his way. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Barcelona go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Pepe dinks one in. Now here's the through ball. Sergio Busquets. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Alcacer with the ball through. Luis Suarez could try cutting inside here. Firmly met. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Szabálytalanság történt. Megint ezek.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Sergio Busquets. And it's Alcacer. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez beats the offside trap. And that would have been some goal.
And it looked as if he had Hollywood written all over it, but it ended up in bust, unfortunately, on this occasion. What a pity.
Defence has got rid of that. Jordi Alba. Chance! Now it's Negredo. That's a throw. Besiktas are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Decent progress down the left. Tries a through ball. Busquets. Wonderful quick feet. Adriano pumps it upfield. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? He's still going. Where to next? It's come loose. Kavlak looking for options. No, that's not going to find its target. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Mit tudom én, Denis Suárez talán.
Piqué. Iniesta. Now the pass. And he's onside. Alcacer. They've scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Elég könnyű csapatot kaptunk. Lehet át kellett volna. És nehezítés. Jöjjön Messi. Jaha, nem jött ki. Nem Coutinho. Messi. Gyere Iniesta.
Have a sub ready to come on.
Csökken. Nem értem. Jöjjön Messi.
Kavlak.
30 percet játszott.
Vida. Looks to dink one in. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Barcelona have been hit early in the second half of recent games. They're looking to correct that fault now. Alcacer decides to play it back. Now it's Messi. And more and more and more! Surely now, beyond all doubt! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Give me your love. Díny játszana jobb vagy bal szélső középpályást is, csak az nem ez a felállás.
Barcelona look as though they're about to make a change.
Díny 20 percet fog kapni.
Throw in.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or into...
Oh, superb from Alcácer!
Alcácer.
Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
És nem érdekel, ki van elfáradva. Szívesen fog jönni.
Barcelona have decided now is the time to make their final change. Wagner Love.
Szívesen 15 percet fog kapni, hogy átsorogjon.
Busquets. Messi. Wagner Love. And that has put a stop to that. Messi tries lifting it over. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Aimed long and direct. Alcácer is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, now that he scored, this defence is on...
Back of the net! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Besiktas have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Barcelona totally rampant here.
Okay. Vagy még egyszer nem megy.
Besiktas get it back again.
Tenni, mert leáll a kamera.
Sergio Busquets. Digne passes it through. Done very well to intervene. Demanding a quick ball here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Messi. Looks like a good ball through. Besiktas have a free kick. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. There is the final whistle. Barcelona, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, I think when we look back at that, the early goal proved so decisive. I think scoring when they did just gave them that element of control and confidence, and that proved key.
Jó, még nem állt le a kamera. Suárez lett a meccs embere. El Clásico következik. Na, felkerestek az Atletico Madridtól. Azt mondanám, hogy elgondolkodok rajta, de rájöttem, hogy én Barcelona karrier módot értem ide csinálni. Leigazolták Gervinho, meg Robbent is, meg Thiagót is. Meg pár ember, tehát ide kellett is a erősítés. Nem vesszük át, hát azért vagy itt a Barcelona, hogy ezzel foglalkozzuk. Nem rossz a keret, de verhető. Ezt megmerjem lépni. Megpróbáljuk. Még durvább. Nézzük át kinek egy. Umtitinek is van egy. Messinek meg a bajnokok lig. Na. Messit pihentetjük, úgymond az El Clasico előtt. Bár lehet, hogy ez egy nagyon rossz döntés. Nagyon rossz döntés volt szerintem, de itt az idő, hogy kísérletezzünk. És kíváncsi vagyok, hogy Messi nélkül mennyien, hogy elverjük.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Idegenbe Messi nélkül kell a legtöbbet kihozni ebből a csapatból. Jó, hogy nem fogyott fel, mennyien vagyunk.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Tricky, but Karim Benzema. What impresses me about the Frenchman is his willingness to keep going for the team, even on days when it's not as fluid. And I think that has a knock-on effect, and it sets the tone for that little bit of extra grittiness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Done very well to intervene.
Mindegy, mert szívunk egyet, na.
Forward it goes.
Másodiknak is kell lenni valakinek.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Marcelo. Chance! He can get that clear.
Mindenkit, ezeket nem érdek.
Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Oh, good interception.
Jó, szöglet.
Yep, it's a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Megérdemelte a Ronaldo.
It's a loose ball. Cristiano Ronaldo goes on a run down the left wing. Barcelona are the most prolific team in the league this season. Alcacer passes it through. Can he find a finish now? And that really should have hit the net.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
Nem a kapuson múlt, öcsi. Nem rajtad múlt, öcsi.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's a goal kick.
Tehát meg vannak ijedve, hogy Real Madridba játszanak.
Barcelona are the form side of the moment. 5 wins on the bounce.
Nincs Messi, aztán meg vannak ijedve. Úgy rúgjatok fel, mit számít? Egy Ronaldóval több vagy kevesebb.
Titi.
Titi.
Looks like a good ball through. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Most egy Ronaldóval több vagy kevesebb mit számít? Még egy sárga Titinek. Ők fel mit számít, kapsz még?
Alcacer must score! Titi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Benzema. Benzema. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Ez is kap ma egy sárga.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Peter, he went down the glory trail and he ended up in a cul-de-sac.
Aimed long and direct. Cristiano Ronaldo looks to slip it through, and the flag has stayed down. Has a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Digne pumps it forwards. Alcacer looking to get on the end of this. Iniesta. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, great save, real class.
He made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Daniel Carvajal. Modric. And it's half-time here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
0-0.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Barcelona have been defending beautifully lately. Modric. And it's Benzema. Benzema with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way. Digne with the ball through. Alcacer. Isco plays it out to the wing. Benzema. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sergio Busquets battles to win it back. Now the pass. Tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Isco gets it back.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Fel vagyok készülve itt egy...
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Ne higgyétek azt, hogy nem vagyok én itt bekészülve. Mit ugra-bugrál?
We've got a throw in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Deftly done. And he's there to hoof it away. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Nem, nincs csere addig, amíg ki nem érdemlik.
And it's Gomez. Thrust towards the front line. Benzema puts his foot on the gas. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Alcacer. It's come loose. Iniesta pushes it out wide. Crosses it in low. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Loose ball, who's going to get there? He goes long. He'll have a dip! There's a goal!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Ja, bocsánat, 6 percet fog kapni. Suárez.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Casemiro. Iniesta. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Tries a through ball. The shot's on! Another chance! Decent enough try.
Well, the keeper ended up a spectator there. He was wrong-footed and stranded, and for me, I think he was left praying.
Tudom, hogy focistákat nem kéne foci miatt oktatnom, de ezt még én is belőttem volna.
Now the pass. Alcacer. Toni Kroos tries the route one option. Sergio Busquets tries a long pass towards the front. Luis Suarez drilled in low. The whistle has gone and it is all over. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Barcelona made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always...
Változás. Következő meccs, ami már csak jövő héten lesz, az lesz ellen. Nehéz szülés volt. Azt kell, hogy mondjam. Vannak játék. Douglas Costa már a West Ham-et erősít ki, és Alex Sanchez. Ja, várjam. Van nekünk Thiago-nk is. Papájala. Most fogok kinyújtani. Láthatjátok is, hogy itt elmentem Barcelona. Egy a fészk. Nagyon szép fejet állított meg. Igen, látszódok. Ha tetszett a videó, dobj egy lájkot, meg még egy lájkot. Iratkozz fel. Írj hozzászólás. Vagyunk. Aha, így. Ott fent, ott a Twitch csatorna. Arra is iratkozz, vagy kövessetek be. És holnap elvileg ott találkozunk. Sziasztok!